welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, a black and gold mosh pit where the Hawkeyes are ready to swarm. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The Hawkeyes offense will have the first possession of the game. And here he comes, a man who epitomizes the phrase, the tight end's always open, David.
And yes, he is, Reese, and it's so cool. The tight end position now has evolved so much. You can move him all over the field, and you can really highlight a guy of his ability.
Too big for safeties to cover and too fast for linebackers to cover. This is a weapon they've got to take advantage of.
Holding, offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, first down. Here we go. Dropping back, it's McNamara. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. Ball was loose in their own end zone, and the defense recovered it for a touchdown.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it away at the 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. The QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
He caught it into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets a turnover. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Offense set on 1st down. Snags a quick pass on the left. He's into the open down the middle. He's at the 30. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Didn't take him long to get into the goal-to-go package. Here they are on 1st down. They'll try to get it in with the run.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit more.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
On the ground, it's Love. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Oh, look out. He's at the 30. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. They're getting this guy lathered up. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame! No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this has been an abject disaster. They haven't done anything right, offense, defense. Palmer, this one's ugly, and it's still early.
Yeah, I'd normally say, well, it's 1st quarter, just don't worry about it. There's time, but...
Worry.
Picked off. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Carr. He wants to go deep. And it's caught inside the 15. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Irish.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Indiana is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Oregon State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on first down. Wants to go up top. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense has it. Everybody reverse skate. Is this Christmas? Is this the gift-giving season? An absolute gift in the end zone, and the defense takes advantage, recovering the fumble for the touchdown. That ball was squirting around on the field, finally corralled by the defense, and they turn it into 6.
And it's so hard defensively. Do I jump on it and make sure I get it, or do I scoop it up and try to make the big play? He chose to scoop it up, and it pays off, makes the big play, gets the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Feeling some heat. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to pass. It's McNamara. They're trying to get to it. Not the type of accuracy you typically see from this senior quarterback. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. They'll go to the ground. Just trucks through it. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Iowa has the ball back on offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Looking to throw, it's McNamara. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Well, this drive probably won't help them pile up yards, but they could get points quickly, starting it with a 1st and goal. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Hold it. Offense.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. How about that return? He may not get credit for a touchdown, but if they can pay it off, that score set up by the... And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Irish!
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and an ability up front and a belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Ball security always paramount. That football must be riveted to your rib cage, Jesse, and it wasn't last time.
And look, he knows that happened.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
Hold it. Offense.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Excellent field position here for the offense. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Quick strike complete. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Trying to get to it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He's able to fight his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be 4th down and 3. Notre Dame right back to the line. On 4th down, they'll run it, looking for the first. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And he made the extra point without problem. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They put it on the ground last time they had it. Got to take care of it this time, David.
And I think you've got to put in context. A lot of times fumbles are just luck. You just got to move on, give him the football again, Jesse, and not worry about it.
I think that's a good point there, David. Get him the ball again to help him play the next play and know that he's okay. Because when that guy's playing well, this offense is on fire.
They'll leave it with him. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Hold it. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Offense getting set for 1st down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. It's a fumble.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. The problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Looking for a man, it's McNamara. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hand. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And it's picked off. Takes it the other way. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Iowa has the ball back on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. They'll throw it on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. To the air, it's Carr. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! If he can keep putting together games like this, he might have a shot at Brady Quinn's record of 95. All the great quarterbacks the Irish have had, guys like Joe Theismann, John Hewart, nobody's even close to that.
Yeah, and that's crazy to think about being in that kind of a company. And Notre Dame's always been a good running team. And when they find quarterbacks and have great quarterback play, then I think they start to take off to that next level. And so far, he's showing that here today.
He'll start this drive firing. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. A 1st down for the offense. They'll try the run. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. He's up to 113 yards on the ground, and he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Irish! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Iowa State somehow, some way, found a way there in Ames and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Dropping back, it's McNamara. They're bringing heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And they are fortunate to get the ball back, but unfortunate to have a long way to go after that loss. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Quick handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, that's a fortuitous bounce, because we know this guy already fumbled earlier in the game, David. He's got to do a better job with 5 points of pressure on that ball.
Or he's going to be sitting on the sidelines. Coaches are not going to continue to trust you if you're going to continue to put the ball on the ground.
And the ball comes to rest right there.
What a really really good job by the punt team. Listen, you put all your speed, your athletes, a lot of starters are on these teams now in college football, and that's the reason why. You need these guys to go down, make...
Gonna take a shot at this DB. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Number 17.
Hey, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. The give is to Williams. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. One of the best atmospheres in football, and we've got a fun one from Iowa City. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far, and you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. And with that, let's send it back to Duke Slater Field at Kinnick Stadium.
The Hawkeyes will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Here come the Irish back on offense. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Running with power. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Oh, look out. There he goes. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And the stomping has commenced.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. And with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They'll throw it on 1st down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, looks as if the defense got it.
You know, for quarterbacks, ball security is so important, especially when you're in the pocket. I know you're downfield and you're focusing on what's happening with the coverage, but you got to know these guys up front.
Touchdown, Irish! And the punishment has been extended. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Oh, and he missed it. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Iowa has the ball back on offense. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did. Back to pass, it's Carr. And that was so close to a turnover in the end zone. The defense almost with the huge play. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run.
He's loose down the left side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. The back goes in motion. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Looking to the big tight end. Got a wide open receiver. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Here's the give off the left side. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. On 2nd down, he'll fire. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. On to attempt the try. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's McNamara. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Pocket stop. And here's a fumble way behind them. He went down in the end zone to add insult to injury. That flag is probably holding. It'll be a safety. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So the defense will accept the penalty and back up this offense. 1st down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the middle. Hauls it in. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. He's going to pass. Going up top. Pulls it in inside the 10. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. A first down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the route is on.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Give to the running back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They'll run it from the gun. Smashes through. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! And the beatdown has ensued. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The offense set for a first down play. Looking downfield, it's McNamara. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, and they get the ball back, but that's just going to make it much tougher on this drive. Second down after the offense averted absolute disaster. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. And now the ball's loose in the end zone. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And not much else could go wrong. A defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on. What a play by the defense there. Loose football, country fumble, pick it up with room, scoop, and score.
No doubt, country versus city. When it's a country fumble, nobody around. I got to pick that puppy up and do some damage with it. Nice job seeing the situation, scooping it up, making a play.
Lining up to add another. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. West Virginia sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the fourth quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in Morgantown. That's how much they took that crowd out of it. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. On second down, they'll take to the air. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turn.
Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And the pummeling has started. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. And after that last turnover, David, prime example sometimes to Hart. And that ball's free behind the line. Oh, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it. You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. You know, the defense is all about stopping teams, but when you have a chance to swing momentum, scoop it and score yourself, it is such a huge play.
Yeah, you just go over to the offense and be like, bro, we don't need you today. We got this. We'll score ourselves if we have to. Great job by the defense doing what they need to do, and then go talk a little trash to the offense.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers and then coordinate.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. Touchdown, Irish! The defense with the scoop and score. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears. The defense striking with a scoop and score.
And defense is about getting guys to the football. Sometimes you just get that hit, the ball pops out, more guys swarming to the football. Great effort, scoop that thing up, now do some damage with it. You always wanted to play offense anyways. Convert that defensive player, offensive player, give me that 6.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Gotta take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. fumble recovery. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the defense doing work. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They're out there to kick it off. The return team must rivet that ball to their rib cage. Can't afford another turnover. The defense comes up with the fumble and takes it to the house.
The old scoop and score. Create the fumble, pick that puppy up, take it to the house. Great job by the defense, not only forcing the turnover, but getting points.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He goes down in the end zone. There's also a penalty marker, but I think it's going to be a safety either way. Oh, and they corral the ball, so they avoid the turnover. Lose a chunk of yardage. They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety. Running it back, it's Ford. Discards a man. He's brought down, but a really nice return gets it to the 41. First down for this offense. He wants to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and the D might have been a little too rough on the quarterback there. I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late. Until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. On the move at the 30. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. 1st and 10 for the offense. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had a...
Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the stomping has commenced.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And he added the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Iowa has the ball back on offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And they are fortunate to get the ball back, but unfortunate to have a long way to go after that loss. After getting nothing done on the last one, this is a big place. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And good job corralling that football, but he couldn't get it out of the end zone, and it'll be a safety. After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking to go up top on first down. Final pass falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.